number 11 of
Moms
with Nothing
to Talk About.
Woo!
Featuring
Michaella,
Bree,
and Ashley.
Got it?
Yep, got it. All right. So today we have decided we're going to talk about self-care, but we're not talking about self-care necessarily about doing a face mask in the bathtub with your glass of wine.
Nope, because everybody's idea of self-care is a little bit different.
Mine would be working until I can't see straight.
Oh gosh, you do that every day. That
that doesn't sound fun.
No! Here's the thing, I've been trying to get this, I even offered to pay for the hotel. I've been trying to get this girl to go on a weekend trip with me forever. She's too busy.
I'm a terrible friend.
No, you just literally work yourself all the time.
To her, it just sounds like death.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not death.
Oh.
I got other ideas of death.
Well, you probably won't like my idea of self-care either, then, if you think that sounds like death.
I'm just the person that, like, if I can, dude, like, literally, I take my work with me and I work in the 5 minutes I'm in car line picking up my children from school.
You
like,
do.
I don't stop working.
No. But you have that personality where you have to go.
And that's, I mean, Bree does it too, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Minus
she does.
She doesn't mix coffee in the parking lot, but maybe she does.
She does. She literally does mix coffee in a parking lot.
I meant when she's waiting. I've been waiting to pick up Carter from school. I meant picking Carter up from school.
Oh, God.
She's not taking it with her at school pickup. But we're going to talk about self-care in the sense of anything you do besides work yourself to death. So I don't do self-care.
No, you don't do self-care. Bree, what do you do for self-care?
Not hard to believe.
What's your idea of self-care, Bree? What do you do?
I like to shop and spend money. That's
Me too, girl! Me too. Shopaholics unite. That's because we have ADHD. You know that, right?
Yes.
One of his questions was, do you partake in risky behavior?
Risky behavior?
And I was like, or he said risk taking, and I said I am not a risk taker at all. And he's like, well, it can look different for different people. He's like, some people it's jumping out of airplanes. Some people it's being reckless with your money. He's
How
like,
is that risky?
Because, I mean, you could go into credit card debt and and then
that's not risky. You know you're gonna do that.
And then
you don't
another
know
thing
on your feet when you jump out of an airplane.
But I'm just saying, he said that, and also like he said with women, a lot of times it's shopping and being promiscuous, which I went through that in my dated life.
I just don't see shopping as being risky business.
It is, because and I'm not talking about Bree, I'm talking about myself in this instance. I get the biggest hit of like that shit shows up at my door, and I get the biggest hit of dopamine, and then it's done.
Yes.
And then you have to order again for it to show up on your porch again. It's a problem.
It's a constant cycle.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It's not just but anyway, so yeah, I'm hoping that if I get on medication that will help. But I had to die laughing about I'm risky in money and my vagina apparently. But that's always fun to tell a man in his 50s that you.
That's some good shit right there.
Stop it right now. Jesus. All right, that I would put that as risky business. But spending shopping, I would not call going to, Battlefield Mall is risky business in general. But
for me, it's more TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Those places are my crack.
True shit.
Oh, yeah, see?
So, Bree, your risky business is TJ?
Yeah.
Or anywhere.
I love it. Home Goods, TJ Maxx, but those are my places. And Target.
It could be Walmart, and it would give me the biggest hit of dopamine that I could ever feel.
If I could go to Walmart and I didn't have to, like, pay attention to what I was spending, same.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It would be like...
Other than that,
just anywhere.
I like to wear a good face mask. I like
to
do my nails.
See, I knew Bree would do more girly things.
Do you do your nails yourself, or do you go somewhere to have them done?
Currently, I do them myself. I just get, like, the press-ons from Walmart or Walgreens. But if I'm, like, really going through a self-care moment, I'm getting them done. I'm getting my hair done. I'm doing my makeup or my face mask, whatever it is.
So how often, Bree, would you say that you do your hair and makeup for self-care?
Like getting glammed up?
Well, I mean, how often do you do your hair and makeup in general?
I do my hair like once or twice a week. And
when you
makeup,
say do your hair, you mean like full-on wash, blow dry style, or just style it?
Yes, full-on wash, blow dry, and style.
Okay.
And then makeup, I'll do it. Usually I just do it the day of the podcast.
That's amazing.
So how often do you do your hair and makeup?
When I do photo shoots, is when I do my hair and makeup.
Other than that, you don't do your makeup to go to work or anything?
No.
Do you do any makeup?
Nope.
You don't do any makeup? Okay.
Nope, nothing.
And you don't do your hair for work?
Well, one of my big self-care things is the gym.
Yeah.
And so, here's the thing, like...
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Ugh.
So, I would have, like, here's the thing, like, I don't want to have to get up any earlier because I'm going to go and spend an hour at the gym, and then I usually shower at the gym. I don't want to stand in there and try to get ready, so I just throw my hair up in my top knot and put on one of my comfy dresses, and I go to work. And if I'm working at a clinic or in scrubs, then it really doesn't matter. But yeah, if I'm doing...
Like teaching.
No. I don't. Should I? Maybe, but I don't.
No.
My co-teacher she's a tiny little cute thing, so she's always looking cute. But she doesn't have to go to the gym every morning to, stay in fighting weight. I'm not even fighting weight, but...
See, I wear mascara 99% of the time because my eyelashes are so damn blonde that if I don't, I look albino. Childhood trauma. Being called the albino kid on the playground.
Oh, no.
I feel that. Gingers unite.
Gingers unite.
By the way, I've been looking at your birthday photos, and you need to go back to being a full-time ginger, I've decided. But
I think she's adorable as a little ginger.
Yeah,
she is a doll.
I don't think you're going to take my input to heart, but I'm just going to put my vote out there.
That's funny.
Maybe we should
It's funny because Carter said the same thing. He said, Mom, how about you just go back to your red hair so we can match?
Oh, sweet boy.
Why aren't you doing that? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Probably from childhood trauma. I just dye my hair constantly so I don't have to deal with being a ginger.
But gingers are now like a thing.
Yeah, they are. I would love to be. There's like a filter on TikTok, and I look real good as a damn ginger. Now it's a tan ginger, like that makes your skin tan too. See, I was like, I grew up. My mom thinks I should wear makeup. Like, she hates the fact that I do not put work into my appearance. Like,
Jesus Christ,
drives her nuts.
Really?
Oh yeah, she's like, my aunt who died. She's like, your aunt would always told me I needed to wear makeup, and now she's like, you're getting old enough, you need to wear makeup, and I'm like, but why? Who cares?
You have to wear makeup.
Yeah. I'm like, seriously, who cares?
It's not like you're now at the point where you are old enough you can wear it. Now it's you need to wear it.
Yeah. That's what I'm working with.
But that's what I think that's wrong with today's society is like, I used to be obsessed with wearing the foundation powder, all the shit. And then I had kids, and I'm like, God, I don't have time. And sometimes my mascara is from like 3 days ago, just because I don't have time to even wash my face.
And here's the thing: if that is what somebody needs to feel beautiful, if that is what they want to do it. Like, more power to you. But if I don't give a shit and I want to do my hair and makeup like this, who's it hurting?
Well, that's what I have. Someone in my life. I'm not going to call her out because she's very sensitive about it. But I go on vacations with this woman. I go to this woman's house. And, like, we will go on a beach vacation. And we have spent all day at the beach. And I have to sit and wait for 2 hours for her to do her hair and makeup before we go eat at the local eatery. And I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
I'm wearing salt-filled hair and have mascara on. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what
my girls are ready to eat her because she's taking so long. And I'm like, can we please... Like, I just hate that this society has made people feel like they have to do that to have self-care. Because, like, I know for Michaella, she also goes to therapy for her self-care because it helps, which we all could probably use a little therapy in our lives. Shut your mouth. You want me to throat punch you? I'll throat punch. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. But, like, the society has what is it called?
There's the stigma. There's a women are supposed to, like, I don't know.
It's conditioned us that we all have to look put together.
Yeah.
And we can't look like a hot mess mom.
Exactly.
We have to look like a supermodel when I'm like, dude, I barely got out the door.
Or even if you're not a mom. You can be a hot mess regardless.
Yeah.
But I will say that therapy, because...
But I feel like being a mom, a lot of people are like, man, since you become a mom, you've really let yourself
it's like, do you have children? Do you have crotch goblins? Because they suck your soul out.
That's what Taylor's like, you need to shower, you know, like, because I don't shower every day. A, because my skin dries out. Right. I don't sweat. I'm not a person that sweats in the first place. So, like, and I don't work outside. I don't...
See, and I'm a two shower a day girl.
But Taylor's like, that's just gross. And like, but for you, it's different because you work outside. You work in the dirt. And like, it's different for you to shower. Yeah. But also, mind your business.
Exactly. Who cares? Who cares? I'm
not over here telling Bree, quit coloring your hair. No, I mean, I would vote if you would. I said I'm voting for you.
It was a suggestion, not a demand.
I dropped it in the suggestion box. What you do with it is your decision.
But I look back, because my, the one who shall not be named, because he listens, I think, just to get... Yeah, so we're just going to call him the one who shall not be named. But... I never lived up to his standards, and he wanted me to have my hair done, my makeup done. Like, I look back at pictures of myself when I thought that I was so fat and ugly because I was made to feel that way, and I believed it about myself. I look back and I'm like, she was so cute. Like, what? And so therapy has so helped me realize that I am worthy and beautiful just as I am. And that's the thing, is I feel like I mean, do I probably look more like what the standard of beauty is whenever I'm all dolled up for my boudoir shoots? Yeah. But that's not how I'm comfortable. I can't wait to get in the car and get that damn makeup off my face because it feels claustrophobic. Like, I just feel more like myself presenting like this and do I sometimes want to get dressed up? Sure. But, I feel like my beauty isn't determined by... if I'm, wearing the...
You're not any greater or lesser.
No. But I feel like a lot of people do think that about themselves.
It's like when Bree came in that one day and she told us... What was it you were talking about? You had a breakout and you were terrified to put makeup on and make it look worse or something, but you were trying to cover it up. Remember that? Like, why do we have to have...
Yeah, why do we care?
Why do we even have to have that? Like, I've had this zit on my chin for I don't even know how long.
I didn't even notice it was there until you just pointed at it.
Last time I put makeup on was my dad's funeral.
Yeah.
Last time before that was... I don't even know. A full face of makeup. My mascara, yes. Mascara I have on every day.
Right.
But, like...
But I think that's another thing, is self-care is supposed to be a certain thing, too. And it's like, I love a good massage. Absolutely. But I can't...
I haven't used that gift card yet.
I know, it drives me nuts that it's on your damn fridge. I'm going to just leave money on the thing for you and use it one day.
I got a gift card given to me at Christmas time for... It's just a cash amount to his place, and I can use it on whatever I want.
Yeah.
And it's hanging on my refrigerator, and it bothers Bree and Michaella that they see this massage coupon that I still haven't used. But when am I supposed to have time?
I will just drop the girls off at my house for 2 hours and go get a massage.
Taylor works literally sun up to sundown.
They can deal with me.
And I feel guilty asking my mom every turn of the dime.
They can come deal with me for 2 hours. They ain't gonna die. You'll
they
just
can
have
go work at the food truck.
I just have to make sure that I don't give them red dye. I'll have to lock the pantry.
Any dye. Not just red dye, any dye.
But as long as you fed them, we should be fine. And just go get your massage.
Logan can go work with Bree because Logan loves to work.
Yeah.
And Bradley could sit at your house and
watch TV. We'll watch movies.
See?
We'll be happy as little clams.
That could be their self-care.
She'd make sure to get me some tips.
Yeah.
She would.
She would get you tips.
Did you see that jar over there? It's a little empty. A little low. But, like, what other kinds of things do you do for self-care besides, like, massages? Like, and shopping? Like, sometimes I just drive with the radio up as loud as I can with Good Charlotte Pandora Radio. Yeah. Shout out to Good Charlotte if they want to sponsor us.
Honestly, one of my favorite things is because when Kyle worked evenings, which he doesn't work evenings now, but when Jace is at his dad's house, I honestly love to just be in bed. Like, I'll make me a little Ninja Creamy or get me a little ice cream, little snack.
What's a Ninja Creamy?
Where you can make ice cream out of, like, protein shakes and shit. Like, it kind of steals the joy of life, but whatever. Once again, I'm trying to get to fighting weight. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. But just being by myself and just, being able to just sit there and scroll TikTok, and I don't have to be present for anyone because I have to be present so much in my life because I have so many jobs where I deal with so many people and then students. And so sometimes...
people needing you.
Yeah, sometimes just silence is what I need.
Yes, I second that 100%.
Yeah. So to me, that's self-care.
Because, like, my mom's like, hey, I'll take the girls for a couple hours and I come lock myself in the dungeon and I work. And I'm like...
Right.
Stay away.
No.
That's my idea of...
But to you, like, you can shut your brain off and just work. Whereas you have had to multitask since Bradley was born.
Yeah.
And so for you, that probably is calming because you can do that stuff without even really thinking about it.
Oh, I love it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Don't become a machine.
It's so you can turn your brain off and just do it. So for you, that kind of is self-care.
And Good Charlotte's playing in the background.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Good Charlotte, man. The other day, the pastor of my church asked if I was a Swiftie. I was like, no, but Good Charlotte, I'm in.
Now, Taylor Swift...
he's like, Good Charlotte. And I was like, you ever heard of them? He's like, I think so. I'm like, probably should look them up.
Probably. I wouldn't listen to him, pastor.
Yes, my pastor. He was making I was in a Bible study, and it's like me and my friend Megan, and we're the youngest people by a few decades. Again, in every Bible study we go to. Shout out to Megan being the youngest one with me in all these.
Oh, that's funny.
But he was talking about how, like, today's culture, everyone's obsessed with her, and she can make or break something with one word.
Right.
You know, like... Or she can fill stadiums and people will believe whatever she says, you know, just like, not in a negative way, but how one person can be such and right now it's her.
Yep.
So he called me out in this and he's like, are you a Swiftie? And I was like, definitely not, but I pointed to Megan and I was like, she is.
Yeah, let's throw Megan under the bus.
I've done it to her. She's used to it now. She just loves being
that's
ran
funny.
over. But then afterwards, he came with me. He's like, I wasn't trying to call you. I was like, I'm just not a Swiftie.
Yeah.
And that's when I said, but Good Charlotte, sign me up.
Yeah.
It's Avril Lavigne. Let's go. Let's do some 2000s.
Avril Lavigne, yes.
I've got this.
Oh, Skater Boy. That's right. Oh.
Bradley might not know a single T Swift song, but man, she's got some vocabulary.
Taylor Swift has a new album out that...
I still don't know.
There's one song that I adore. I found one that I like.
Michaella's a Swiftie.
One song,
she just listens to it on repeat.
I do, because it's so good. And I don't know if Bree can attest to this or not, but whenever you have ADHD, you hyperfixate on things. So basically, I will be scream singing that song for the next week, and then I will never be able to listen to it again. Because it's because one day, it's kind of like with food. Like, you'll have a hyperfixation, and then one day you'll be eating that food, and you're like, it's not there anymore, and you won't touch it again for years.
Yes.
And so that's how music, I will sing that song of hers because I love, there's a verse of it that I fucking love. And
is this one you sent us the other day that I still haven't fully understood what she's singing about?
Probably. But
see, I don't understand.
But anyway, I'll just send you the words. But
yes, that's if you guys want me to know.
Just the lyrics.
Okay.
And highlight what you want us to read.
Okay, fair enough.
We need step by step, line by line, what you want us to do.
But that's how it is. So I will love that song, and then I will never be able to listen to it again. And I mean, in a few months I can listen to it, but it'll never hold that same feeling.
Yes.
It's like a fucking high.
That song?
Yeah, it's like a I don't know how to explain it.
Do you want to name the song so those listening know see if they agree with you?
Well, it's just what is it called? Oh, are you who's afraid of little old me or something like that?
Oh yeah, I do.
That's what the song is called?
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. But it's just one of it doesn't even have to do.
Do you take time now to just stop and listen to that as your moment of self-care, your 3 minutes of self-care, whatever?
In the car, yeah. That or I listen to my Morbid podcast, which I'm all caught up on now. But which makes me really sad.
She doesn't listen to our podcast. She listens to Morbid.
You don't either. Who wants to listen to their own voice?
Not me, because that time I had to go back and edit that one. I was like, screw this, I'm done. Whatever it sounds like is whatever it sounds like is what it is. So sorry if you've listened to some episodes that you don't know what's happening.
Who's afraid of little old me?
Who's Afraid of Little Old Me by T Swift. T Swift, if you want to sponsor us.
Oh, please do. We're here. We're here. But but it's just so funny because my workout playlist is full of songs like that I just get so obsessed with them, and then they get moved to the back. And I can't listen to them the same anymore.
See, when I was driving home from Oklahoma, those 48 hours I would spend out there were pretty ups and down emotional. Mm-hmm. So, I would listen, I would leave there out at, usually 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So I was driving on the highway till like 11 or midnight. And so like that's when I would have, again, Good Charlotte. I don't know why. That's my Pandora station.
There was something else you were listening to. Maybe it was on that station.
It's on that station.
Yeah, I can't remember what band it was.
Charlotte.
Yeah,
there's a couple.
There was another one that you were talking about.
That I listened to. So there would be like 3 hours because I couldn't work and drive at midnight.
Right.
Believe me, I've tried. It doesn't work. But
I believe that.
Mom, if you're listening, I do not do that with the girls in the car.
Just me. Just when I'm in the car.
I do solo missions. But that's the thing, like, I think, again, this goes back to being a small business owner, that, like, I have what I call business meetings, and I turn on Bradley's, because Bradley goes to a school where she has to memorize a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of memory work and stuff that's hard for me to try to sit down and get her to listen to. So I just turn it on in the car, and it plays, and I have my business meetings in my head with my associates, being me, myself, and I.
Yes.
And so, like, that, I don't ever stop. So for me to take time to do a massage sounds like hell.
See,
like 1 hour, you know what I could do in an hour?
Yeah, because the whole time you're sitting there thinking, what could I be doing for work?
And I think for me,
I could have created 20 shirts by now.
Right. And see, I don't work for myself. Yeah. So when now that I teach, they do message me at times, like, but it's nothing that I can't wait an hour to, because I also have a co-teacher. They usually message both of us. So if one of us doesn't answer, the other will, or we'll get back to him whenever. So I don't have that same component that you guys have of being self-employed. Right. Like, once I'm done working, I'm done working.
You get to leave.
Yeah, right. I leave it all there.
Yeah.
You know.
But that's, so self-care looks different, I think, for each individual, but also depending on what you do in your day-to-day, because, like, I know a lot of moms that their self-care is just going and doing all the laundry by themselves, and I'm like, that is not self-care. Yeah. Or like when I first had the girls, and Taylor's like, why don't you go take a shower? And I'm like, that's self-care in the sense of, like, hygiene, but that's not self-care. Like, I don't want to go spend the next hour blow drying and straightening my hair.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Because that's what I have to do when I take a shower. Because my hair, since I've had kids, is so brittle and fragile, I don't get to throw up in a wet ponytail because it breaks and it's crappy. But, like, that does not scream. There's a clarifying face mask right here in our podcast room.
That's hilarious. So you need to go do that.
I'll do that next time while we're recording.
I have some at home. I can bring us all one.
Oh, it's a foot mask. It's not even a face
nice.
Oh my god.
I will say that when
There you go. The next podcast we're going to record with masks on our face.
There we go. When I first got divorced, like, I couldn't let go of my child. Like, and so we spent the next 3 years, I basically said I had 50-50 custody of myself, because wherever Jace was, I was.
Yes.
And so once I started therapy and started letting go of those things, sometimes for me, self-care, you feel so guilty saying it, but it's nice sometimes when Jace goes to his dad's house, because I actually get downtime.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my self-care, are, those weekends that he's gone. Because I don't have to be in charge of anyone but myself. I don't have to cook for someone. I don't have to make sure, if I'm hungry, I'm eating, but I don't have to make sure that someone has food.
And it doesn't have to be a nutritional.
No.
Yes, I know you're on your plan.
But yeah, no.
Like the other night, I just wanted to eat Doritos and sour cream for dinner, and the girls were like disgusted. And I was like, you guys keep eating your healthy dinner. Yeah. I'm just going to sit here and eat.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Today at lunch with you, I had a milkshake for lunch.
Exactly. And that's fine. But yeah, whenever you have a kid, you can't do that. And so that's my self-care.
Especially when you have a sick kid.
Oh, yeah. True. Exactly. True. Or they're puking everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah, he told me when I was on the way to bring the mic to you guys, I was like, yeah, buddy, I have to take the mic over there because, and then when I come home, I'm going to get on the podcast. He goes, yeah, that's because you still have to take care of me, too. And I was like, I take care of you all the fucking time, but okay.
That's hilarious. You're like, that's a full-time job, buddy.
For those that don't know, Bree is being chimed in right now remotely. She's on an exotic island somewhere in the Caribbean.
I sure am.
She was so kind to take time out to record this.
How's that water over there, Bree?
I'm going to the room.
How's that tropical air?
It's quite beautiful. It's very soft, like a bed. And I have the wind is just blowing in my face.
It's kind of reminiscent of a fan. It's so weird.
It is my fan.
The sound of the ocean outside as the puddles of flooding water are collecting on this rainy day. What a great self-care you're having right now.
I mean, really.
I'm really lucky.
I'm really lucky.
Well, thank you for taking time out of your tropical vacation on the south side.
You're welcome. I'm surprised I have any Wi-Fi here, but
that's what I'm saying.
That's hilarious.
So self-care, I really think, takes shape in a million different ways, depending on. Because
the person.
Yeah, because like Michaella was like, I would rather go take a massage, and I'm like, I'd rather spend an hour in the basement uninterrupted pressing shirts and working on my website because I didn't work on my website last week and I sold things that were not in my possession anymore and I had to go collect them.
or for me, a lot of people don't. Now I don't like cardio, but put me in the gym and give me headphones and let me lift heavy things. True. And I will be done. And when I get done, I feel so much better. And so for me, that is a form of self-care. Like, I love lifting weights.
Well, I guess, like, because when my dad passed, literally, he passed, and within a minute, I was in the parking lot running laps because I could not function.
I think your fight and flight literally was initiated.
And I spent 20 minutes running in a parking lot at, what time was that? 9:30 at night in the ghetto next to a casino.
But that's what I think that night it was fight or flight for you. I don't think that was quite
That's when my mother was like, get your butt back inside. And I was like, my mom, who's 4 hours away, is like, get your butt back inside. And I was like, screw you, lady, I'm running.
I'm running away from my problem.
If I could run away, I would keep going, but it's sketch around here, so I'm staying in the hospital parking lot.
I don't want to be sex trafficked, so I'm going to stay right here.
I know, I asked the nurses, I said, can I go run in your parking lot? And they're like, what do you mean run? I was like, can I go run in your parking lot? And they're like, sure? I was like, I'm going to be right out there where those street lights are. I'll just go run circles. You guys can watch me from here. I gotta go.
That wasn't the first mental breakdown they've seen. It's fine.
They were like, too bad we don't have a psych ward right now. We're too small to have a psych ward.
It would be full. They wouldn't, just for running, they wouldn't take you, trust me.
That's where I could get my self-care, would be in a psych ward.
No, trust me, you don't want to go there.
If I could get somebody else to cook me a meal, though, I'd be fine.
It's gross.
Okay, yes.
Hey, I did enjoy the food that these hospitals had. I'm telling you, if I don't have to cook that dinner...
It tastes delicious.
It tastes amazing. Like,
it really does.
I was talking to Taylor, and I was like, well, let's do meal plan for this weekend. He's like, just cook whatever. And I'm like, don't you want to know what you're having for dinner? He's like, no, I just want a warm meal. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? But then
what's wrong with you?
Me?
That sounds amazing.
A lot's wrong with me. You don't want to, have cravings for food, and you got to psych yourself up for dinner?
Because like Michaella said, I hyperfixate on food. Yeah. So I could eat the same thing for every meal, like for 2 weeks in a row.
And here's the thing, like, Kyle's a great cook, but he also knows what I don't like. So it's not like he's going to walk into the kitchen and cook sauerkraut and weenies, because he's knows I'm not going to eat it. So I'm perfectly fine. Like, you just cook a meal. You know I like it. Like, he No.
That would give me so much anxiety if Taylor's like... Because, like, he'll come downstairs sometimes when I'm working. He's like, hey, I'm going to cook dinner. I'm like, what are you cooking? And he's like, I'm just going to go cook dinner. And I'm like, well, but what are you... Like, I need details.
Oh,
like,
my gosh.
I need to be prepared. I'm not just going to show up to a dinner and expect for...
in my own home.
I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna be on this couch watching TikTok. You let me know when it's done.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I could do that if he would tell me what he was cooking. But I gotta know. I gotta be mentally prepared. Oh, okay. Guys, I'm a planner to the extreme.
True. I have
to plan what's going to be.
And that's where Bree and I live on chaos. Chaos doesn't bother us because our whole fucking brain is chaos.
No.
Yes.
There's no. I got ADHD, like you said. I probably got a touch of the tism. Like there's no reining this in.
No, like in the hospital, when they were like, do you want a guest plate? I'm like, I don't know, what is it? What's my option? Like, do I have an option?
Oh my God.
What's my option?
And they're like, it's just the guest plate. I'm like, I know, but is it the same thing my dad's going to get, or is it something I need to know? Like, and they would bring it to me in a styrofoam container, and I'd open it and be like, I don't know if I'm going to be okay, I can eat this. But it would give me anxiety from the time. Or when they'd come in that hot thing and they'd lift the lid like at a gourmet place, but it was a hospital. And I'm like, what's going to be under that lid? I can't do it.
Okay, but here's the thing. You're an adult. If they opened that and it was gross, you just go get something else.
I would have to leave. Okay, flip of that. I would have to leave because these cafeterias close at 2:30 in the freaking afternoon.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah, so then I'd have to leave. And you know me, I'm not going to get in the car and drive somewhere.
But here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now. If I was as skinny as you... I'm just telling you, the way my brain works, if I could eat whatever I wanted to and still be skinny, my ass wouldn't be eating that fucking cafeteria food. I'd be like, we're going out. I'll be back.
Again, I drove 4 hours to get there. I don't get in the car and drive again.
I don't fucking care. If I could go have a black sheep burger and fries every day and still wear a size 0 pants, I would do it.
Nope, I'm out.
Those truffle fries, forget about it.
Or I'd be like, you know what? I'll eat whatever the cafeteria brought me, and I'll go get myself a treat.
Yes.
Again, I'm not gonna leave. I am like, you know how close you guys know how close I live to Walmart, and I hate going to Walmart.
I'm just telling you that's
I hate
funny.
driving anywhere. Taylor, I had to go somewhere it was like 20 minutes down the road, and Taylor's like, all right, let's go. And I'm like, ugh, and he's like, Ashley. Like, I've turned down job offers because it was too far for me to drive, and Taylor's
that sounds like Kyle.
my self-care, I think, okay, so for me, if I have to drive 20 minutes, and I'm the one driving, 20 minutes spent in my house doing work, again, because I'm a slave to my own industries, I'm like, no, or we are late to the girls' school. Their school's 10 minutes down the road. We are late so many times because I'm like, oh, we got 11 minutes. I can switch laundry really fast. Oh my gosh. And we can get out the door.
See, that's funny because I can't stand to be late. So I will get places hours early because...
What? Do you do that, Bree?
I can't stand to be late, but I'm still always late.
Oh, I've gotten better but I mean, literally, if you've ever seen those memes that's like, okay, my appointment's at 4 and it's going to take me 20 minutes to get there, but what if there's traffic, so I need to if I have a 4 o'clock appointment, I can't relax all day till that's done because I can't be late. I need,
Yes.
No.
But you've also seen my schedule and you've told me no. Because I'm like, okay, so we have dance from 3:30 to 4:30. Oh, yeah. And then we have basketball at 5. So that gives me 30 minutes to go let the dogs out, get this snack, and then get to basketball. And you're like, what the hell? And I'm like...
But what I'm saying is, my brain couldn't handle all of that. I'm telling you that if I have a 4 o'clock appointment, that's all I'm doing that day because my brain can only focus on that. So whenever I try to fit too many things in, I get so overwhelmed. And I get so on edge. Because I used to do that to myself. And I'm like, now I'm like, nope, I already got something going that day, so...
I have something at 6 p.m. that day. Can't do anything else.
Exactly.
I literally feel that.
Because I've learned through therapy stuff, I've learned my anxiety triggers. And so there's things that are just not worth it to me.
And I don't know if it's social, I don't know if it's because I don't like being social or what. But
right.
Like you said, if I have an appointment at 6 o'clock, that's the only thing I'm doing that day.
Yep, that's all I can focus on. Well, and you also, we have social batteries, and when you have to spend all day talking to people, at the end, you're so done talking to people.
Yes.
So that's where I'm like, I just want to go home and shut my brain off and not do anything.
See, that's when I get energized. But that's also because I work with small children, including my own children. So when I see adult conversation, I'm like, hey!
Yeah.
I'm going to talk until you can't stand it anymore.
That's why you started a podcast.
That's why, I convinced these two to do a podcast with me.
Because now we're sitting in a room with you.
Trapped in my basement. This is my self-care.
That's right.
You guys won't let me work, so this is my self-care.
Yeah, exactly.
There was one time I was like, I had a project I needed to get done for work.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if I could sit in the podcast and do that while podcasting.
I was just about to say, I'm surprised that you've never put us in that other room and worked while we did the podcast, because if you could figure it out, you would do it. Yeah. Uh-huh.
True.
There's plenty of times I've thought about it.
So basically what we're saying in this, Ashley does not know what self-care is.
I also don't know what girl code is. We were supposed to talk about that another time.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't do girl code.
Did you not look up the show Girl Code?
No. Oh, was I supposed to do that?
Damn it, Ashley.
Oopsie.
That's not very girl code of you.
Girl Code Show.
Oh, goodness.
Making myself a note on the piece of paper that I haven't lost yet.
I also think one thing... Bree, we're just gonna spitball this here. I told Ashley we need to do like a road trip podcast where we all like podcast while we go somewhere cool.
Is that self-care?
Yeah, I think that would be girls. Yeah, I'll drive, so you can go, so you can work. Sheesh.
Ashley, bring the laptop.
Yeah, or she'll make bows. She used to make bows.
I used to make bows everywhere. Now it's earrings.
Yeah. There we go. We can do that in the car.
See?
I can do earrings in the car.
I'll drive. You guys make earrings.
Can I bring my heat press and press in the car? My 350 degree.
Yeah, I mean,
back seat.
Wow. There's been enough children and dogs back there. You think that?
Like burn the dog hair. We'll clean it out while we're burning stuff.
Oh, goodness.
No, self-care is not high priority for me.
No.
But it also, like, I used to go get my nails done once a month. I'd go get a manicure, pedicure once a month. And then I got to thinking, like, this is $100 every time I go.
Yeah.
Do you know where else I could spend $100? On my children.
Right.
Not that that's a good reason to stop.
But yeah.
But it's like...
Well, I think that it's also, like, mom guilt, too.
Yes. Oh, yeah. For sure. Mom guilt is real.
So that's where I also think I struggle with self-care is, like...
Yeah.
That not only could I be doing something else with my time, I could be doing something else with my money. Because a lot of self-care stuff you can't necessarily do for free unless you go out for a walk or...
Right.
Have a membership or something.
Yeah, and you're right about that. And I think that those kind of things are what holds a lot of people back from being able to do self-care, especially moms.
Yes.
I mean, there's been a couple times that when I would leave out for Oklahoma at 6 a.m. and I would visit Bree at the truck on my way out of town.
Yep.
And I'm like, wow, I just spent $5 on myself.
Yeah.
I'm getting
$3.95.
$3.95. Sorry, guys. It's not that expensive for a lemonade. I don't drink.
And that is let me tell you, that is some kick-ass lemonade. I drank Jace's the other day, and I was like, this is good.
So that...
I'm just saying, I usually get caffeinated things.
I'm getting bougie. So
I'm like, woo.
But if you want to go to Cup of Joe's and get a raspberry lemonade,
they're good.
I highly recommend.
Yeah, or a Red Bull Twist, or any other coffee drink. They're all delicious.
There we go.
These Red Bull Twists, man. By the way, I saw that Rocks and Rainbows has their own drink on the menu now. Wasn't it Rocks and Rainbows?
Yeah.
So, when are we going to get our own drinks on the menu?
Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea.
That's actually a good idea.
Just saying.
Ashley's will be the raspberry lemonade.
To talk about drink special.
Do what?
Yours will be the raspberry lemonade.
But what did Bree say?
I don't know. I talked over her. What did you say, Bree?
I said the moms with nothing to talk about drink special.
Yes! Okay, we're going to have to work on this.
Because then all of our listeners, all 5 listeners.
Yes, all 5. Shout out to our 5 listeners.
Shout out to Bree's brother and sister-in-law. That makes up 2
and my brother and sister-in-law.
Oh, I meant Michaella. So I said Bree.
You did.
I was about to say, who's my brother and sister?
I was like, I didn't know her brother and sister-in-law listen. That's fun.
Shout out to the Loonies.
The Loonies, yep. Shout out to them.
2 of
and
the
my
5.
ex-husband. He listens, apparently. Shout out to him and Emily.
Shout out to Michaella. She's bringing the party.
If only my brother wasn't in prison.
Yeah, because none of our significant others listen.
I don't know. Is Colin listening?
Colin might. I know Kyle doesn't.
Colin, if you're listening, a ring would be really appreciated. Yeah. Not to me. I don't need a ring.
I have a few at the house. Or just contact Made by Mo. She has rings.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because that's
but
literally...
I also heard that there's a venue available in September of this year. It's got about a 2-hour window.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be free.
It'd be free for you.
And then afterwards, you guys get tacos and cake.
Oh, see, now that's perfect. Paid for and all.
Colin, are you listening to episode number 11?
I'm just saying.
Wait, I don't know what episode we're on.
Wait, I think this is episode 12.
Yeah, I think it is, because I think 11 was the rescue one.
Oh, we were going to do that as a free ball.
Yes, yep.
Okay, whatever episode we're on right now.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I have it 11
You'll figure it out. Oh, okay. But yeah, you just... Because Kyle and I...
Think of the self-care there, Colin. You wouldn't have to really, like, set up for anything.
No, it's already all set up.
The dessert's provided.
Yeah. And the food's provided.
Are already there.
Yeah,
There's going to be a dance floor.
Holy cow.
That's what I'm talking about.
There's a photographer.
Bree can go do self-care and go shopping for herself.
Yeah, there's some boutiques in Lebanon.
I meant for a dress. But
yeah.
She can also go boutiquing in Lebanon.
Either way. But I was going to say, I sold my old ring. I don't know if we talked about this on here or not. What?
Period.
No, I'm just saying, for what you pay for these wedding rings and what you get back out of them, I'm not going to buy an expensive ring this time. So, I'm just saying, go get a Made by Mo ring.
You're not supposed to buy it in the first place. That's his job.
Well, he bought it. I'm just saying, you know, I know how much he spent on it, and then I know how much I got out of it.
I mean, my wedding ring is the exact ring I want. Not I wanted, because I didn't pick out my ring. I told him that was really stupid if I picked out my own ring.
I did. But what do you know? Ashley and I are different in pretty much every way, so that makes total sense.
Bree said she would pick her own out, too.
Oh, see? Yeah, see?
See, I didn't do that. So, but I gave him, like, a concept to go with.
Yeah.
And so my ring, like, hits exactly on that concept.
Yeah.
But now I have a tattoo, and I don't even wear
it. But that's what I'm saying.
So I put it on when we do family photos, and that's about the only time it comes out.
So literally, just tell Colin you need a Made by Mo ring.
Or tattoo.
Yeah.
I mean, mine was $25 because I had to pay the shop minimum.
The shop minimum was $25.
I was like, that's insane.
Or $50. Maybe it was $50.
Generally, it's 50 to 100.
It was not 100.
Yeah.
Because Taylor's was 50, and mine was more because I also got my wrist tattoo.
Oh.
So I paid more, but I'm pretty sure Taylor paid $50 for his.
I mean, some shops 50, and especially because how long ago was that?
Only like 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, I've been to places that have $50 minimums.
Yeah, I want to say it was.
Oh, also, this is my ADHD brain, but I booked a tattoo because I'm getting an Ernie tattoo because I have all the other dogs, and I made it with Josh at what's that tattoo place, Bree?
Heyoka. Yeah. Shout out to Heyoka.
Yes, because I'm getting the embroidery style. Embroidery stitch. Well, I put it on my calendar as May 23rd. And so earlier this week, they messaged me and they were like, hey, let us know if you want to reschedule. And I was like, reschedule what? My appointment's not till May. And they were like, no, we had you down now.
They're not going to want to sponsor us now if we're airheads like that.
Only me.
Well, but we're kind of like together. They're going to listen to our podcast and be like,
Bree and I have spent enough money there that it'll be fine.
Who is this?
It's Heyoki. Is that how you say it?
Heyoka.
Heyoka. I go to too many tattoo places. But they're over by the mall.
Having a freaking allergic reaction to your tattoos.
Yeah, I don't. You
did.
You did. I know. I drugged you to that one.
Place with me, and then I leave. My hand turns into the size of a softball afterwards. Great times. It was so fun. Highly recommend.
You should know your allergies by now.
I was 35 years old when I was diagnosed with egg, soy, and dairy allergy. No.
Jeez.
No, I don't know anything about myself. Again, self-care is not my strong suit.
It's not.
Clearly.
She likes to stick her head in the ground and just work. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Besides her girls. That's the only thing.
We don't care about that kind of stuff. So,
that's hilarious.
So if this tattoo parlor would like to, because I'm not going to try to say the name because we're in a disagreement on
Heyoka.
What
I got it right that time.
What is this?
Heyoka. I would say that's another form of my self-care is getting tattoos.
It's because we have trauma.
So true.
She knows.
I wish we would have had Michaella's face recorded while she said that because that was kind of traumatic for me to experience. Because I need to get added to my wrist now.
Okay, let's go.
Because I need my dad's name on my wrist now.
Let's go. Where are you
and I
go?
need this one touched up that I had the reaction to that's janky AF.
I'm going next Friday.
I think I'm going next week too, Michaella.
Oh, I'm going to a different one. I'm going to add to my succulent arm next Friday. Yeah, I'm not done with it.
Time?
That was so quick.
I already have 3. This will be 4. But I go May 23rd now to Josh.
The day that you were supposed to to go?
And I'm sure they didn't fucking believe me, but I was like, it's on my calendar. Like, I thought it was May for some reason. But then I'll get Ernie, and he's going to be in embroidery style. I can't wait.
You're like,
oh, that's going to be so cute.
I know, that's going to be adorable.
You're like, if we can make this as easy as possible, how about the 23rd at this time? Because it's already on the calendar.
Yeah, well, she's like, I was like, oh, I thought it was May. And she's like, well, we can do it then. I'm like, perfect, thank you. Because
they're so nice and understanding.
It was just so funny because I was like, why are they messaging me? Well, that's why.
That's why.
A little bit of a misunderstanding. I'm not an airhead. My brain just can't keep things straight unless I'm hyper-focusing on it. Because when I was doing the ADHD testing, he's like, if you have any questions, just let me know. And it was like, do you become enraged when people interrupt you when you're doing something? And I was like, well, it depends on if it's something I'm hyper-fixating on or just something normal. Yeah. Because if I'm hyper-fixating on it and you fuck with me, yeah, internally I'm going to be angry. But if I'm trying to, like, work and make, like, a test and somebody wants to come in and talk to me, come on in, let's waste some time.
No! Yeah, distract me.
But see, because, like, remember when I told you that my brother called me that my dad was sick the very first time and I got hyper-fixated on the name that he kept saying, remember?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and my brother's like, you are missing the point of this whole phone call. Yeah. And I'm like, hold on. And he's like, you're an idiot. I mean, my brother likes to say that to me on a regular basis anyway, so shout out to him.
Maybe you have ADHD too.
No, I don't.
I feel like you probably do. We're going to do an episode of me just diagnosing Ashley with whatever I think.
Yeah. I've already done the survey for Michaella's ADHD that...
Yeah, I had to go through a whole thing. I had to sit in a dance studio with children.
What?
No, I just...
Because she wanted me to fill out the form, and I said, I'll be at the studio tonight, because she was supposed to give me the form, like, I don't know, a week and a half ago.
Yeah, because I went to the appointment, and he's like, did you bring the papers? And I'm like, no.
So then it was quickly an urgency on my end that I had to get this form done that I didn't even know about. Because that's my idea of self-care, is being under the pressure of her breathing down my neck while I'm filling out this form about her.
Because I was like, I'll just drop it off and come back. And I'm like, no, just sit here.
And she quickly hated that decision.
And there were children running around, and someone was talking about pooping on walls. I don't know.
Pooping on walls?
Did you not hear that whole conversation?
Was that children?
Like, children went in, and then the teachers came out, like, and they were I don't know. I was just like, there's too much happening in this place.
I was hyper-fixated on your form that I was trying to figure out. What was some of the questions I was having to answer?
Do I lose things?
Do you step on people's toes? And I asked if this is literally or figuratively. Like, what?
Oh my god, of course you did.
But yeah, there were like small little children running around everywhere, and like I said, 2 teachers were talking about accidents in the bathroom. I don't know.
I did not hear this.
But I was like, oh, I'm glad that my child is older and not a girl. No offense to anyone who has girls, but my goodness.
But me, who has 2 of them.
I know, my goodness.
Actually, yeah.
I don't have 1, but I have 2.
You do. You did it twice for some reason. Bree and I stuck with 1.
Well, that's why Taylor told me we're not going to try for a 3rd, because he can't risk having a 3rd.
Did you tell him that it was all on him, too?
That's what I told him. I said, I don't think you remember this, but when we decided we were going to try for our 1st, I told you if you want a girl, you better pray to God that's what happens. And here you go, now you got 2 of them. Congrats, buddy. He's like,
he got his wish.
He did, times 2.
2 little mini Ashleys.
I know, that's why he's like, we're done. I could not handle, he said, literally, I quote, I could not handle 4 of you in this house. 3 of you is enough.
I was about to say, there's literally 3 of you in that house already, so.
So sorry about you.
I do think my favorite part of the dance studio is when one little girl looks at, because I forget I have tattoos on my legs, like they're just there. And she's like, you have a dog holding a Pop-Tart.
Self-care episode number 534.
And I was like, yeah, you know why? Because her name's Pop-Tart.
And she's a dog.
I don't think she found me amusing.
She's like, this girl's weird.
Exactly. Mission accomplished.
But that little girl that you're talking about is the youngest of 3, and there's like what did I tell you,
16 or 6.
There's a 16, a 14, and an 8-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of like she's an only child, because her older 2 are off doing their own thing.
Yeah, because the mom was talking about her being the sassiest.
Yes! She has the most personality.
Oh, she said she did, too. That was hilarious.
And so, like, she just is, she was the one we talked about in one episode being a cookie slinger, because she is... Uh-huh. She'll talk to anyone and everyone about anything and everything, and she will sell you. She sold almost 1,100 boxes of cookies this year.
Jeez. Is that not crazy?
Like, that girl, and her sister sold 40.
Oh my God.
Her sister also didn't care. Her sister also had no desire to sell cookies, so she sold 40.
That's hilarious.
But those are the things that I'm like, man, like, that's my self-care. I sit at the studio and I work.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're in there with your earbuds in, just working away.
That's what last year.
Good Charlotte.
Yeah, probably. And I am. Oh my God, I love that Pandora station, especially when it's as loud as it can be. Man. But like last year, I didn't have my AirPods, and so the other parents would come and talk to me, and I would get nothing done.
Oh.
And then Taylor has the noise-canceling AirPods. If Apple wants to sponsor, I could use another pair. But
I could use a pair, period.
I mean, if Apple wants to sponsor us, I'll switch to an iPhone. I mean, that's just...
Hey, that's a huge step, Apple. That is huge that she just admitted that on recorded line.
You get me a brand... I want the best camera available. That's all I ask.
But, so then this summer, I told Taylor, I said, I'm splurging. I'm buying myself a pair of AirPods. Mm-hmm. And they're the pros, so they cancel out any sound around me.
Oh.
So, like, before, our director has come out of the studio trying to talk to me, and she will have to get in front of me and wave because I don't hear anything.
Wow.
But good Charlotte and I jamming out while I'm working. Or, like, some of the kids will come by and say stuff, and I don't even realize it, and they just keep on going because I obviously can't hear them. And one mom came in one time, and, like, finally she starts waving at me, and she's like, have you not... Apparently she'd been talking to me for, like, a minute or two.
Oh, my gosh.
She's like, you're not hearing anything? And I was like, no. What'd you say? And our director's even like, man, those are really good AirPods. I'm like, I know. I can't hear a single thing. They're amazing. Highly shout out to Apple.
Heck yeah. You want to know, as we bring this to an end, because I have to go pick up my child, but I think it's funny that the last podcast that we did, when Bree wasn't here, my brain stayed on track. I think when the two of us ADHD kids get together, our brain... I get off
blame
track
it on Bree.
way easier.
It's always Bree's fault.
Congrats,
No.
Bree.
It's my fault. It's just whenever I have someone else to go off of.
I know. We were on track the whole time.
I know, but it was also
That's
about
true.
dogs.
We do feed off of each other and get off track way too quickly.
We do.
Yes, because there's been a couple episodes where I'm like, oh, and about self-care for the 1,000th time of this episode. I don't know why we're talking about...
Peter Pan.
What'd you say, Peter Pan?
Yeah, it just came to my mind. I don't know.
Okay, I was going to say, did we talk about Peter Pan today?
No.
I don't remember Peter Pan being talked about.
No.
So for those of you that want to join us on a podcast, don't bring your ADHD, because I got enough to deal with these
Well, mine's going to be medicated soon, so it'll be okay.
But it still takes time to get in your system.
I feel like ADHD medicine, no.
See? Bree knows. I'll be fine.
Is she medicated?
I don't think she's medicated, no.
Are you going to talk about this?
I'm definitely not medicated. I'm free balling over here, baby.
Okay, so that's...
She's raw dogging life.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. What have I created? God. This all started with one comment on Facebook, and now we're talking about raw dogging.
Okay. We are.
So we are looking for guest speakers.
Yeah.
If you'd like to be a guest speaker that you don't have ADHD, you're more than welcome to join.
And don't think
we are going to ask for your certificate saying you do not have it.
But don't think you don't have anything to talk about, because we didn't think we had anything to talk about, and we sit in this basement and we talk for hours.
And so far, self-care has been everything but self-care.
Exactly. Because I think that we all came to the conclusion that we aren't real good at self-care.
We suck at it.
Speak for yourselves.
You suck at it the worst.
I think locking myself in the dungeon with now I have really bright lights and I can see every corner of it. It's fantastic. Shout out to Taylor for finally putting lighting in there where I could actually see what I'm doing.
Heyo!
Nice.
Sorry for those of you that have had crappy products from before. I'm just kidding.
My shirt was printed crookedly.
Exactly. So, if you'd like to be a guest on Moms with Nothing to Talk About, we are taking applications.
Yep.
Fill out the form.
Hit us up. Fill out the form.
We will thoroughly inspect you.
Yeah.
We need a doctor's note
that says you do not have ADHD.
We've got that covered just fine.
Maybe if you're a type A, Ashley would really like for you to join us.
If we have any type A people out there that can keep us on track, because apparently I'm failing at this circus.
This ring, you're overpowered by me and Michaella. Yeah. Or what's the word?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever, you guys.
Who knows?
This is a hot mess.
Who knows?
So thanks for joining us for self-care.
Maybe we'll do another one on actual self-care.
doubt it. Our titles mean nothing.
They don't, and that's the best part about it.
I try. I really do try.
People should just tune in just because literally you just never know
where
we might go.
All those stalkers got quite the listens last time. The stalker title.
Well, yeah, because... Well, and Bree, I mean, you posted that little, clip it there. That's what you need to do every time, is just a little snippet about
I've had people contact me and be like, I can't believe about that stalker.
Oh my gosh, that one was a good one.
But I'm glad that people didn't listen to me being a stalker. They listened to Bree talk about being stalked.
Oh, I heard you being a stalker, actually. Don't think nobody heard that.
You heard because your ADHD butt was in here. Not on some tropical island on the south side.
Man. Nope, we're here.
Okay, so thanks for joining us for
Moms
with Nothing
to Talk About, featuring
Michaella,
Bree,
and Ashley.
Until next time.
Au revoir. Aviter say adieu. Isn't that out of The Sound of Music?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yes, love that movie.
There we go. New topic.
No, we're not talking about movies.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
We're not talking about movies.
Okay.
Oh, man.